Hi guys, I decided I'm going to participate in the Disney tag so you can get to know me better and get to know my favorite Disney movies and what I like so much about Disney. There's 30 questions. I'll try to go through it quickly, but it might be a long video, so get some popcorn if you care to watch this. And behind me are some of my favorite recent DIYs that I have done. These are Mickey candle holder outdoor decor I made. And this is a Mickey glittered, well, it used to be a pot. You could put your hot pots on it. I'll bring it closer. If you guys would like DIY videos on how I did this, let me know, or how I did the glittery Mickey balls behind me that are home decor. Let's put that back. Anyways, okay, back to the list. So there are 30 questions. I printed them out so I wouldn't miss anything. And for some I'll just give a brief answer, and for some I will just I'll explain why my answer is whatever it is. Favorite Disney animal, question 1. My favorite Disney animal would be the Cheshire Cat or Tigger. I can't just choose one. You'll notice in this list, in any list, or any top 10 list, or anything like that, I will give usually more than one answer, because I cannot just say one, usually. All-time favorite Disney character is Mickey. Is that a surprise to anyone? I'm sure he's everybody's all-time favorite. Mickey, all-time favorite character is Mickey for sure. I'm having issues with my hair today. Okay. Favorite classic Disney film would be Alice in Wonderland. I just love that whole world. Favorite hero would be Simba and his dad Mufasa from Lion King. I just think they are just great, and they just compared to other heroes like Aladdin or something like that, they carry the whole film. Both of the characters, you miss Mufasa when he's gone, and you root for Simba to beat Scar and to get through all his troubles. Favorite heroine is Belle, 100% Belle. I like how she stands up to the Beast. I like how she gets through things. I like how she stands up for herself. I like how she isn't willing to change. She doesn't really change who she is to be fitting in with society in her town, and so forth. Favorite kiss from the Disney movies. This was hard to choose, actually, but I think I'll go with Aladdin and Jasmine. It's after they ride on the magic carpet. I think that's so romantic. It was very sweet. Favorite love song from the Disney movies. I couldn't just choose one for this one. Beauty and the Beast is my all-time favorite Disney movie, like, of all time. And the song Beauty and the Beast, or I also call it The Tale as Old as Time, is my favorite love song. But I also love I See the Light from Tangled. I just love that song, and I love the way that whole scene was shot as well. And of course the scene from Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite moments in the entire Disney series of movies. It's the most beautiful, sweeping scene where they're dancing in the ballroom. And I've been to the Beauty and the Beast restaurant, and you feel that feeling, like it captured it there as well. Actually, that should be one of the questions, what your favorite restaurant is at Disney. That would be it. The Be Our Guest restaurant. I love it there. I love the whole feel of it. You feel like you're in the movie. So that's a bonus question that I answered even though it's not on here. Favorite original character I'm assuming they mean, like, the major characters like Mickey, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, whatever. So it would be Mickey and Minnie. I feel like they are very much similar, and I can't choose just one. If I had to, I'd say Mickey, though. 'Cause like I said earlier, my all-time favorite is Mickey. Favorite Pixar film is Coco. I really love that movie, and I cried so much in that movie. I think it's so sweet, and the music is great, and I like how they show the Mexican culture, and just the way they talk about death is very respectful, but also in a loving sort of way. I just love that movie. Favorite Disney prince is, again, I can't choose. And then I wasn't sure if one of them counted as a prince, because he's not really a prince. Favorite is Prince Eric from Little Mermaid. I love how I feel like he has more dialogue than Ariel, since she can't talk for half the movie. And you have to like him to like the movie. Like, he's sort of important. I like how he fights Ursula with Ariel. I like how he's so close with his dog, and I don't know, I just love him. He's so damn handsome. I have a crush on him. And then, I couldn't choose, so I also love Flynn Rider from Tangled. He is so handsome, too. He doesn't count as a prince. I don't think he counts, but he marries Rapunzel, and, you know, he probably counts as a prince because he marries her. And I also love Prince Philip from Sleeping Beauty. I thought he was actually a pretty good character, even though most of the older Disney movies, they don't really have personality for the prince. It's more about, like, the side characters and the princess and the villain, but I found he had something to him. Favorite princess is also a toss-up between Ariel and Belle. I said Belle's my favorite heroine, but I love Ariel, and she was the first Disney princess I ever loved, and I always loved red hair and her whole look, and I love that she's so curious. And since I already talked about why I love Belle, I'm just going to talk about why I love Ariel. Her curiosity and her wonder, like the way she just wants to explore and see the world and get out of, you know, oh, I almost dropped my camera, where she wants to get out of the sea and broaden her horizons. It really represents, you know, wanting to learn more about life, wanting to see more and do more in your life, and I did relate to her. And I relate even more to Belle as well. So it was hard to choose that one. Favorite Disney quote would be, "If you can dream it, you can do it," by Walt Disney. That is a pretty famous quote. Favorite sequel, that was hard because most Disney sequels are not the greatest. Hate to say it about something I love so much, but they're not always, they usually direct to video and stuff like that. But my favorite would be Toy Story 2 and 3. Favorite sidekick, this is also kind of hard, because most sidekicks are really sweet and fun and cute. I mean, all of the characters that are side characters in Beauty and the Beast are amazing. I love, you know, Cogsworth and Lumiere and Mrs. Potts and Chip. So that was hard to choose, so I'm going to just name them. They are on the list. Also, Pascal from Tangled. You can tell I love Tangled. I mentioned Tangled a lot here. I just love him. I have a little toy of him, and I've given him to my son, but he's really for me. Because I bought him before I had my son. There's so many. I love Sebastian and Flounder from Little Mermaid, and the mice from Cinderella, and even the evil cat in that, but I guess that's a villain. Lucifer. I always love the Disney cats. Okay, let's move on. Favorite song from the Disney movies, how can you choose? I love Under the Sea. Whenever we book a Disney vacation, we play that song and we sort of do a fun dance around the house after it's booked. So that's sort of a go-to song. A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes from Cinderella, I've always loved. And my all-time favorite, though, if I had to, like, say, narrow it down completely, would be When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio. Even though Pinocchio is not my favorite movie, the song, to me, represents what Disney represents and what Disney means to me. And, in the, fireworks show, they used to have wishes in Disney World. They would play that at the beginning of it, or in it, and I would, like, tear up because that song is, like, 100% how I feel about Disney and what it means to me. So that's my top one if I had to really narrow it down to that. Favorite theme park attraction. So I've only been to Disney World, not Disneyland, so I can't speak about what they have at Disneyland. My hair is totally bothering me right now. Maybe it's the ears. Hold on, let me just fix it. I'm messing with it too much. Okay. Little vanity for you. So I've only been to Disney World, not Disneyland. So I can only speak about that. And I can't just pick one because there's so many great ones. I think I'll go with at each park, like what my favorite is. So even then, I can't say just one. At Magic Kingdom, we always go on the Pirates of the Caribbean because I love that movie. I love Johnny Depp. I love the entire series. I love pirates. I love the aesthetic. So of course we always go on that, no matter how long the ride wait time is. We don't care. We always go on it. Space Mountain. What else do we love there? All the themed ones, like anything that has. There's the Voyage of the Little Mermaid. There's Belle. The place you can go see Belle. There's Small World. Well, that one's the one I don't like as much, actually. If you had to say which one I don't like, it's Small World. And so forth. So let's cut that one down. At Epcot, it's Soaring. We love Soarin'. And we also love the, there's like Nemo, Finding Nemo, like all this whole section that's in there for that. We love that. In Hollywood Studios, my favorite ride of all time in the entire Disney everything is the Tower of Terror. I think it's freaking amazing, and I like the horror movie sort of vibe to it because it's from the Twilight Zone. And I heard that they were going to take it down, but it was only at the other park, at the Disneyland, so keep it, please. And at Animal Kingdom, I love the Safari ride. I haven't been there since they've added some of the other new ones, like the one for Frozen, and we didn't get to do Expedition Everest because the line was insane when we were there, but it was there. So, the last time we were in Disney was 2014, okay? So I'm jonesing so bad to go back, but it's been 4 years since we were there. The first time we went to Disney was 2009, and we've been 3 times. So then we went in 2013 and 14 back to back, and we haven't went since. Money issues, whatever, and now we have a almost 2-year-old, and I don't want to bring him there until he's old enough to remember it. So we will be back. I'm dying to go back. That's why I'm doing all these videos. I miss it so much. Favorite theme park is Magic Kingdom. I haven't been to the others. I haven't been to, like, Tokyo Disney, obviously, or the one in France, so I can't really speak to how good they are, but I've been to Disney World. Favorite theme park show. Oh, if they mean favorite theme park, it's Magic Kingdom over Epcot and the others, so that would be my favorite one. Favorite theme park show. There's an actual attraction called Mickey's PhilharMagic that I love, and I go to it every single time we go. And it's usually not a crazy line, and it's this amazing 3D, 4D experience. And I love it so much. I love seeing the movies in that way. They show clips from all the movies, and they show like Donald and Mickey and some of the other characters in it, and it's just so good. If you go watch it. It's so good. There's also one with Stitch that's in the area where Space Mountain is that we like. I don't know if that counts as if these count as shows, but they kind of are. Otherwise, if you mean real shows with actors, we love the Beauty and the Beast show that they had. I don't know if they still have this because it's been a while. I'm going with what I've seen when I was there last. The Lion King show also at not Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, we also really loved. Next question is, I'm not giving you the numbers of the questions, but if you'd like a list of these questions, I can put it in the description. Just leave me a comment. Favorite villain. My favorite villain is Maleficent. From the original movie, but also Angelina Jolie in the live action. I also really love her in that. Also love Snow White's evil queen. I love how she turns into old woman. I love how she looks when she's the evil queen. I just love her whole aesthetic. And I also love Ursula, but I get angry with her because I love Ariel so much, and I feel like she's so vindictive towards Ariel and King Triton, and I'm like, you are a bitch. So she really works as a villain. Favorite villain song is Poor Unfortunate Souls from Little Mermaid, because that song kills it. Least favorite Pixar film. I don't like that they put least favorite anything. Because, like, if you love Disney, you love everything. For the most part. Like, if you're a big fan, you love mostly everything, right? But, Zootopia, I didn't really like that much. And I wouldn't buy it on DVD or Blu-ray or anything like that. So I'd say that. I felt like it was overhyped as well, and a little preachy, and, I don't know, it had a good story. There's nothing wrong with it, really. It's cute, but it just didn't grab me, you know? Least favorite song. Again, I hate the least favorite thing, but Mulan's, like, one of my least favorite Disney movies. So, like, most of the songs in that I didn't really love, except for the song Reflection. So we'll go with, like, the soundtrack of Mulan, except for Reflection, for that answer. Typically, specifically the song I'll Make a Man Out of You. I don't know. Didn't like it. Movie that makes you cry. What a question. If it's a good Disney movie, every single movie that is a good Disney movie has a weepy part, okay? Lion King, obviously, Beauty and the Beast, when, well, I can go into why they're sad, or, you know, Little Mermaid, I cry when Ariel leaves her dad and he says bye to her, and you realize they might not see each other again because he's in the sea and she's on land, and, you know, I cry every time. Beauty and the Beast, I cry when the Beast looks like he's gonna die and Belle cries and says she loves him, and they kiss and he turns back into a person. Lion King, I cry when Mufasa dies, obviously. Bambi, I cry when sound like a person who cries all the time. Bambi, I won't even own this movie because it's so upsetting to me when the mom gets killed by the hunter and Bambi realizes that his mom died. I'm very close to my mom, and I've only seen that movie probably once or twice, and I can't. And Dumbo also has so many weepy, sad parts, and there's so many other sad moments in Disney movies that I'm probably not remembering. And in Frozen, like, the relationship between Anna and Elsa and how it's strained, I totally relate to that, because I have some half siblings who we have a very, very, very strained relationship, and you shouldn't even call it a relationship. Let's not go into it, but when I watch that movie, sometimes I cry because I feel that way about my siblings too. Like, I wish things could be different, but there's been problems and stuff, you know. So yeah. Movie that makes you laugh. Let's be positive now. Finding Nemo and Dory, I also think are hilarious. There's so many great, hilarious moments. Aladdin, of course, with the genie and all his funny lines. And Tangled has some really funny parts. Actually, the favorite part in that movie that's a funny part would be, me and my husband love this part. They're at that bar and there's that guy that's like dressed like what is he supposed to be, like I forget what he is. He's dressed like a cherub or whatever, and he's got like a bow and arrow, like he's gonna, you know, Valentine's Day, like gonna get you and shoot you with the arrow and you fall in love and all that. And he sees Madame Gothel, Mother Gothel, and he says, "Whoa, oh, get me a nice glass of water," or whatever he says to her. It's hilarious. Okay, more questions. There's how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions left if you're still watching this. Overrated movie that's on the list. Zootopia I found was overrated. I didn't like it that much. And I thought people made a big deal of it, and I didn't really care for it. Saddest death was Mufasa and Bambi's mom, I already described. Song that always gets stuck in your head. Let It Go from Frozen, definitely. Not in a bad way. And Remember Me from Coco. I absolutely love that song, and I don't mind if it gets stuck in my head, really. The first Disney movie you ever saw was The Little Mermaid. That's the first movie I remember seeing in the theater. And it started me off loving Disney from a very young age. I was probably like 7 or 6 or 7 or 8. Saddest scene from your favorite movie. I described this earlier. When the Beast is dying and Belle says I love you to him, and then he turns, you know, back into a human and they kiss. And when Scar kills Mufasa and throws him off the ledge or whatever, and then Simba finds out that he died and he runs away. That whole part is like so sad. Oh, and the final one, final question, number 30, is what is a underrated Disney movie in your opinion? Again, I have more than one answer. The movie Brave is quite underrated. I think that it's a great movie. It's totally fun, and the lead character, Merida, is totally a strong character. She don't even have a love interest, really. It's more about her and her mom, and I loved it. Also, Robin Hood where he's a fox and they're all animals. I love that movie so much, and I don't feel like it gets that kind of hype or attention. And Sword in the Stone is an older Disney short. I guess it's not really a full-length movie. I'm not sure how long it even is. It's not long, but it's a really great Disney movie too. Even 101 Dalmatians, they don't seem to get as much attention, and it's a great movie too with a great villain. So that is my 30 question, super long, sorry for the length, but I gave my details of why I love whatever I love. And thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what your favorites are. If you want this list, I can definitely put it in the comments or in the description. Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.